What's up guys, it's Brendan here from Tidewater Aerial. Today I've got a mod or upgrade, I guess. Well, not really even an upgrade, it's just a swap out of what I've been running. So I'm going to be swapping out the flight controller I've been running. This is the one that came with the Darkmax originally. I believe this one's been through all the revisions, so I shouldn't have any issues with the death rolls that a lot of people are getting with their just the boards they've been running on there. There's a lot of stuff online about that. I didn't actually have any issues with it with my last build, but I know how to fix it. If you need help fixing that, it's pretty easy. It's just a matter of going into the Be Heli suite for the ESC, and I can help you out with that. Just let me know if you need to know. So basically, yeah, we're gonna rip this thing apart and we're gonna get it in the quad, and I'll go through some little tips and how-tos to make sure you guys can get it in there successfully. And basically what caused this was I crashed. Well, I didn't, that wasn't what caused it. Basically my balance lead got loose, hence the blue tape all over the contacts is all I had on the site to get this thing home without making it blow up in my back seat of my truck. So basically the props chopped this up. It did something where it messed up the current going into the flight controller, and so now I get no power from the flight controller. And I've tried hooking up in beta flight, doesn't respond. The lights kind of light up a little bit, but they have like this like flicker into them, which indicates kind of just a bad connection in my opinion. So I went ahead and ordered another one. I got this thing from Gear Beast. It took forever. If anybody knows how Gear Beast works, it's always a long wait, and you're sitting there watching the tracking. It's like, oh, it's in China. It's been in customs for like 2 weeks for some reason, and then once it finally makes it, it's like, all right, it's on your way. So I got it anyway. So this is a 3-week waiter right here. So kind of sucks because now the weather's starting to get cold. It's fall here in Virginia, so it's not going to be as pleasant flying, but I'm probably going to try to attempt it a couple times at least until we get some snow or something where there's some more activities. I've actually been doing a little bit of mountain biking lately, so it might steal me away from some drone time, but hopefully this thing will get it going. So yeah, all right, I'm going to go ahead and get this thing open, and I'll show you guys basically the roundabout about how to get it in there and get it running back up to where you wanted it. All right, stay tuned. Alright guys, I got everything opened up out of the package. So basically what you get with the package is you're going to get your flight controller. Nice little piece of all-in-one. I love this thing because it'll do your VTX. I don't know why it won't focus right. It'll do your VTX, and you can change your power wattage and everything on it. So it's, to me, it's the answer, and it's fairly cheap compared to some of the other higher end ones. So basically what you're going to get is you're going to get 4 similar looking pigtails. So this is going to allow you to do your, so like what I'm using it for will be one for my run cam, one will be going to my receiver, one will be going to the LEDs if I ended up using them. Some people don't use them. I don't know if I necessarily need them, but we'll see. So, and then this one's just kind of a spare in my opinion. So, but if you look here, here's all your outputs. So basically you're gonna have one's gonna go in one of these, whether you have FR Sky or FL Sky or DX9 or Diversity. And then here's gonna be your main one going to your ESC, and then this one here should be going to your run cam. So that's pretty much it for this guy. There's been a lot of revisions of this board, but this one seems to have all the answers I need, so we'll see what happens. All right guys, so I got basically the guts ripped out on this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just show you the quick connection. So I took one of those 3 pigtails I showed you and wired up my my receiver cable. So my receiver ends up using the red, yellow, and black connector. Okay, so basically you're gonna want to connect the black to black, the red to red, and the white to white. And this is for S-Bus running an FR Sky setup. So you go ahead and connect that in there, and that's going to connect to the one to the right of the USB. And then you're going to have these two up here, which this side right here should face forward. I'm trying to figure out, there used to be a marking on here, like an arrow. Let's see if the old one has it. Maybe there was another version. But it used to give you a forward direction. I guess this one doesn't. But anyway, this side right here, these two should face forward, because basically if you look at your ESC down here, that cable connector is just right near, I know it's probably hard to see, but this is this connector right here, this one that's got all those. That's going to be your main ESC. It's going to have all the wiring going to your motors. So you just want to go ahead and connect that one into this one right here. And it should go in nice and easy, but alright, there we go. So that's it. Alright, next, so what we're gonna have to do, so now we got our main power in, so just to the left of it is going to be your power going to your run can, which I'm running the Fox here, a V2 Predator. And it's just basically 3 wires. And that one you just match the wires, red to red, yellow to yellow, black to black, easy as day. So last, well, the first one we did earlier, we did the flight controller. So this is the FR Sky XSR. I actually have the FR Sky R9 module. I think it's in there somewhere. It's so small, it's really hard to see sometimes. That'll be going in probably next spring. I don't know. I'm not sure how much FPV I'm going to get in when it gets cold. So, plus I'm doing all this hardcore changing right now. I want to make sure I get this thing solid before I go to another the long range mod receiver, just to play things safe. That's usually the way I do stuff. I want to make sure everything's good and just change one thing at a time, so you're not having to figure out what's wrong when nothing works and you change everything, like motors, FCE, flight control, or receiver, or you did a whole bunch of rewiring. You just want to kind of do one thing at a time, so you always can kind of backtrack and figure out what you did wrong to fix it, just to save you a little time. So, oh yeah, and also you got to hook up your receiver antenna. Pretty easy. We all done this before. You just click it in there. Nice good click is always a good sign. So alright, so we'll go ahead and connect this. And also on this receiver, since you're doing FR Sky, you're not going to need the yellow or the green wire. So just remember that whenever you go to a wire, you're just going to do red to red, white to white, black to black. And that'll get you done. Alright, so I've zoomed in just a little bit, so hopefully you guys can see what's going on here. So if you'll see, I got everything plugged in except for back here, which is the LED lights. I'm not going to be running LEDs on this run, basically, because I don't really have a spot to mount it back there with the new Chameleon setup coming from the Darkmax. The Darkmax used to have a little tab thing that's fit in between the frames. If you guys own one, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is pretty much all you got to connect. You'll have one of these open because that's going to be the opposing type of receiver brand you're using. This one's a FR Sky, so it's going to be connected into that one to the right of the USB. I always kind of have a good reference whenever I'm trying to figure out which one it is, and it makes that easy. So yeah, that's basically the connecting of it. I'm going to go ahead and just put it all back together, and that should be it for the flight controller mod. I'll probably give you a little video on how to bring back your see before I lost this other receiver. I actually saved my script file, where a lot of people do, and then I just paste it in there and then tell it to run that, and it brings all back my settings. So that's pretty good. That's a good way to redo your flashing of your flight controller. So I would recommend, even if yours is running good, and just to put that away for later, just copy it and paste it somewhere, save it. So when you do crash, you're like, oh, piece of cake. All I gotta do is flash this thing, copy and paste that file in there, and make sure I'm got my receiver on the right UART channel, and I'll be up in no time. Those things right there always cost me the most time when I'm flying, because I'm always tinkering. I'm like, I swear I had this right. I don't know. So just those little things are gonna save you a ton of time. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and button this thing up, and